you guys. I hope we're in the right place. Actually, my camera's over here tonight. I'm going to have to remember that. Oh, Lord. Y'all pray for me. It's a hot mess around here tonight, just so you know. Just so you guys are aware. It's a redder, hotter mess than usual tonight. But we're here. Good evening, you guys. Let me make sure we're connected. If you guys can hear me, if you could please give me a thumbs up and let me know that the sound is okay. My sound guy is just ran in the house really quickly. And let me know if I'm right side up too, because that's important. We're having problems. I've had my little studio in my backyard for 4 years now, and all of a sudden we have a leak around the cooler. So it's actually been raining here in southern Arizona, which is fabulous, but there's water everywhere. Not everywhere, but there's water. So we had to take a few minutes to get things straightened out, and I'm going to have to quickly figure things out. But good evening, good evening. I don't see any comments yet, so I hope we're streaming in the correct places. Hi, Christy. How are you? Thank you so much. If you guys can just let me know how the sound is, that would be awesome. Because David is in the house. My sound guy ran out on me. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hey, Celestine. How are you? Hey, Karen. I can hear you, and you're not. Am I not standing on my head? No. Hey, Lisa. How are you? Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Oh, you got that. Oh, you know what? The cups. There's 2 right there.
Well, but we got some for the man, too.
Yeah, he can have a little. See that on top of the. Yeah, right there. They're not the really long, pretty ones, but, you know. They are fluted. Oh, Lord, you're going to open that? I hate when people pop open bottles, you guys. It scares me. It's not. Hey, Angie.
No, this is just. I don't know if anybody can hear me. This is just sparkling cider.
Yes. I know. We were going to come on last weekend and hang out with you guys for our anniversary, but Royce was tired. I had nothing left to give. Everybody laughed at my joke about us sitting uncomfortably close on the couch, baby. Rightly so.
I don't have a can.
Do you need a can opener? Oh, you need a popper thingy.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, here, take that and rinse it, please. Thank you.
Want that one?
No, this one was, well, yeah, take that one too. Thank you, baby. So we were going to pop a bottle of sparkling cider with you guys this week to help celebrate our anniversary. It has been 6 years. David and I have been together for like 10 years. It does not seem like it's been that long. He's making me old, y'all, because the years are going by like that. Super fast. Hello, Patricia. Hello. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I know we had Halloween on Thursday. We are like, no, we haven't had a Halloween at our house for probably at least 20 years. So no, I think we had one come by our house is all. Because we didn't celebrate Halloween when my kids are little. Both of them will tell you that I traumatized them, by the way, because we didn't do Halloween. And so we've never participated. And so, I don't know. We live in a small town. Everybody knows you don't come to this house. So we didn't have any trick-or-treaters, but my son and his family, they had a ton of trick-or-treaters. It's Sunday. You guys know what? We're raining here. Oh, thank you, Chris. Thank you, thank you. It is raining here today, but it's like a nice, lazy day kind of rain, right? We have an overcast. It's been drizzling all day. It's 55 degrees, which is cold to us, just so you guys know. We're cold. The heater is on today.
You got the base for this one?
Yes, I do, right here. Are you going to pour it before I put the base on it? Are you testing me, baby?
Oh, I didn't think about it.
Okay, it'll be fine. I got it. I'm coordinated most of the time. Okay. And you got some.
Go there. Pick it up and put it in the trash.
Yeah. Thank you. Mina, the trash is over there, Papa.
Over there. White can.
See it? And we have the boy tonight. Thank you, Lisa. And so 6 years. And honestly, you guys, like, it's gone by really fast. Like, really, really fast. Hey, Doris. Doris and grandchildren. Oh, that's so cute. Hey, Kathleen.
Got it?
Oh, I know, Kathleen. I hope you guys, I put a thing on the page to remind everybody about the time change. So for everybody else, we'll still be the same time. But if you're in Arizona, we're an hour later. So you guys know, okay? So we're going to go to 6 o'clock our time because Arizona does not participate in daylight savings.
Here,
but it should be the same time for everyone else.
You tell me when you want it.
And David's on grandpa duty, so.
It's sour.
It's sour?
Sour? You don't like it? Well, you can drink your apple juice.
Yeah. Where'd you put your apple juice?
He came in with, oh, it's right there on the floor. So, should we do a toast? Oh, you can get your mic on first, babe?
Yeah, I am on. I'm working on my tablet because the man has my, he has my phone.
Your phone. Oh my gosh, you guys, David finally broke down and changed to Apple. His iPhone is on the way. Why am I more excited than he is?
Thank you.
Send that rain to Texas, please. I would, Susan, but I'm going to be selfish. We're going to just keep it for a little bit, and then we'll send it to you, okay?
I hate to say this. I need to go back in again.
Por qué?
Forgot my glasses.
Oh,
So I can't see anything if I wanted to.
okay.
But,
You like a cup of tea?
yeah.
Susan wants us to send some rain to Texas, baby.
Well,
Your volume seems low. Let me see.
I could turn you up.
Oh, okay.
All right, quick toast, and then I got to go get my glasses.
Oh, you know what, Karen? We probably should have waited. Well, we got a pretty good deal, though. We probably should have waited for Black Friday. But
Okay, I'm ready.
are you ready for the toast? Okay. So you don't have a mic on, so how can they hear you? Oh, you do have your mic on.
I got my mic
Are
on.
you going to do a toast since you're the...
No, you do the toast.
I have to do
You're the star.
Oh, Lord. I don't know. Here's to 6 years of blissful matrimony. Has it been blissful for you, baby?
Other than me snapping at you yesterday, I would say yes.
It wasn't really that snappy.
It was a little snappy.
It was just a truck was going to come in our lane. And he was telling me he's watching. I'm like, yeah, you're watching him come over in our lane.
He didn't hit us. We're safe. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, babe. Karen, I thought you said he got a...
All right, I'll be right back.
He got a phone
get my
and a
purse.
tablet.
And they wouldn't take my old one for free. They
Yeah.
wouldn't take it back.
They take it back, just not as for as much money.
No, they said, no, keep it. What's the matter?
Your tooth is hurting? You okay?
Yeah. You got popcorn in it?
Your loose tooth is hurting? Here, let me see. Probably got popcorn in there. You want to say hi to everybody? Sorry, you guys. We're moving slow tonight. I told you guys it was going to be an extra hot mess tonight. David's the one getting all wrapped up. Can you say hi?
No.
No? Yeah, no.
I'm going to.
Your loose tooth hurts?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Are you going to be okay? Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Although I'm terrible. I remember the day, but I don't remember how long. So, no. Okay, I have to work now. You have to go over there with Grandpa.
Come on, pal. Do you want your soda?
Okay, so I know he doesn't look like a baby anymore.
It's delicious.
Oh, it's delicious
It's
now?
delicious
Here, I'll hold it
now.
over here. You tell me when you want it.
I'm rolling over my cords down here.
All right.
Okay.
So, So I have to
So-
say hello to everybody.
Yeah, let's say hello and get started because we probably lost people. They're like,
Yes.
they're just messing around tonight.
Chris Schmidt, Patricia Cassida, Karen Moyer, Erica, and Kevin Peck, who I got to meet in Wisconsin.
Yes.
Melissa Huey Gomez, Beth Ray, Jane Belante, who will be here in April.
In April.
Kathleen O'Brien Hoovis, I can't wait till she's here. Celestine Todd, Pamela Culp Adair, Karen Moyer. David, did you know you were the one getting all wrapped up?
What are you getting all wrapped up, baby?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Paula Marquis, Connie Berkram, Karen Moyer. Oh, I said that. Thank you. Kathy Sanchez says,
Hey, Kathy.
hi, DeMar. Do you want to say hi to Miss Kathy?
No.
Ooh, that was cold-blooded, man. You got to say hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
There you go. Joni Ray, Debbie Bouchamp. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Karen Moyer says, hi, DeMar. Susan Chilberg, Alyssa Bricker-Visithen, Patty Hogan. Let's see, Linda Gardner, Madonna Frazee Rapp, Angie Champagne, Samantha Brown says congratulations on the anniversary.
Thank you.
I was getting wrapped up in all the paper, is what
Oh.
Karen said. And let's see, YouTube.
No.
Let us see what we have here. We have Jean Higginbotham, Tina Burke, Under One Umbrella Designs, Kathleen Hoovis, Susan Glazer, Mary Beth Martin, Doris and grandchildren. That's the name. Says hello.
That was cute.
Let's see. Tina Burke says snow in Reno. And Ruru too.
No.
Good evening, good evening. If you are new here and you're wondering if it's always this much of a mess, yes, it is. We come here Sunday to hang out and we do craft and I do tutorials, but we like to catch up and chit chat. So if you're looking for something more succinct, you can catch me on TikTok or I do have like edited videos here on my YouTube channel. But my name is Royce Bell. The voice you hear behind the camera is David Bell, and together we make up Roycycled Treasures. So, welcome, welcome.
Soda.
Grandpa's.
Can I have one?
You want yours?
I know, we're not supposed to be giving the child.
Soda.
I'm saying because it's apple cider.
It is apple cider, so technically it's not soda.
So,
But as far as he's
delicious.
concerned, it's bubbly, so it's soda.
yes. So hopefully with Miss Kathy watching, she's not going to rat us out. She should, though.
So, you guys, last week we started with our box, which you guys can see I did not finish, by the way. So, my thought was I have a blessed opportunity to speak with a lot of you guys, specifically with my membership, because we meet in Zoom, so we get to meet in real time.
No.
And there are things that I hear over and over again, either through chats or in my membership or even at events like the one we just went to in Wisconsin at Sonnets last month. And those are that people don't have time to create. B, they don't have the space to create, and or C, they struggle with inspiration. And so we were making a gift for a creative person. And so this caddy we decoupaged last week. I still need to paint the inside. And then the other half of this gift was this little metal box that we started last week. And I've just taken some mixed media paper, and you guys, I found this whole it's how many? 12 by 18 booklet at Five and Below for $5. I mean, is it the most expensive paper? No, but it's thicker paper and it's pretty nice paper. So I took this paper and I cut it to size to fit into this box. And the thought is, whoever the creative that I gift this to will be able to put their supplies in the caddy, and then they can have this in here so that they can just sit down to make time to create at least once or twice a month, right? It doesn't have to be a full-on project. Sometimes it can be something just small. Inside the membership starting this month, it's November already, oh my gosh, I'll be doing 2 video prompts videos a month for the members specifically for this. And so they'll get 2 video prompts a month with a simple project that they can do on their paper. And also they'll have an affirmation to write as well. And then they can keep them in a little box. And so I'm hoping that will pour into my members and they'll find that to be a blessing. But we're working on a caddy and a little box for someone. I don't know who. We'll see. A creative spirit. And so we're using the Roycycled. Oh, Lord, I forgot the name of this paper. I want to say Christmas journal. To me, when my inspiration for this paper were the journals that you see from people who go out and spend time in nature, and they do sketches and they write notes and they have journals. So that was my inspiration for this design. And so we're just going to be decoupaging. And this is a Christmas design, but you guys can see, let me change the screen. You guys can see that this does not look specifically Christmas, right? I mean, it is a Christmas design because it has Christmas things on it, but we were able to decoupage the pieces on here, and it doesn't look specifically Christmas. It just looks like a neutral box. And I do want to paint the inside of that a dark color. And so we're going to do the box tonight. And sometimes I get questions about what you can decoupage. And you guys saw we decoupaged the wooden box, and this is a metal box that we're going to decoupage. And I've already taken the liberty of painting it with a white primer. And so I don't have to worry about this peeling off. And that's it. That's where we are. So thank you, Lisa. So we're just decoupaging. Look, this is what happens. I have a lot of decoupage medium in here, but it's been probably 3 weeks. And so it does start to thicken up after a while. But these silicone cups do keep your product nice for a long time. So I think I'm just going to put a little bit on top of this and loosen it up, and then we should be fine. It's kind of nice, though. Kind of like having a gel. Oh, you're fine, Paula. You're not late. We're just getting started, girls. Hot Mess Express around here.
Because I'm old.
I want my markers.
What?
And for those of you who I just let into the group for the retreat, I am so sorry you had to sit there for so long. I did not get an alert from Facebook. So I believe Tara already introduced herself. So if I let you in the group over the weekend, introduce yourself. We'd love to know more about you. And if you did sign up for the retreat, there is a Facebook group, you guys. Be sure and pop in. Because as we get closer, you guys will probably want to like carpool, find out who's doing what and where and how. Because I think the community building is just as important as the activities when we have these.
Okay, wait. Are we talking about the membership? I was chasing...
The retreat.
Retreat, excuse me. So, did you mention the big news from our area?
I did not.
All right, well then I can.
Well, because we don't know what's going to happen yet.
We don't, but that's why I want people who are coming, because like Flea just joined and said hello.
Driving, I think she said.
Which is fine. She's close enough. No. Our local airport just got an $800,000 grant from the feds.
From the
Yes.
Federalis.
To bring commercial air service to the area. They don't have a contract with anybody yet, but that means once they do, what you will do is, if you want, fly into Phoenix, catch a connecting flight to Safford, and then we'll pick you up. You don't have to rent a car. We'll pick you up, bring you to the airport, take you to the retreat, the whole thing.
By we mean David.
Yeah. I'll even clean my van. So we're really happy about that for the folks, because otherwise you got to fly into Phoenix or Tucson, then drive 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, if you're coming, I would fly into Tucson. It's a smaller airport. It's only 2 hours, and it's an easy drive, like a super easy drive. Tucson is my favorite airport because it's smaller. Kind of like the size of Appleton's airport, huh? And so I'm just figuring out how I'm going to lay this out. I want those deer on here. I think they're cutie. And the little bunny will be here too. And we'll have a little bit of Christmas, but Tidings and Joy can be all year. They don't have to just be for Christmas, right?
So a couple of quick things. Want everybody to please, if you're on Facebook, share the this and hit an emoji, whichever one you would like. Also, put a comment. Comments really do help. I'm sorry, I'm half concentrating on him, and
I know. And
yeah.
you guys see that crazing in the paper, that crackle? Like you guys know that I'm a texture junkie. So whenever I'm designing these, I love putting the visual texture in the papers, and it doesn't always show online, but it's there.
Christy, yes, you are good to go. So, if you're on YouTube, we would appreciate if you would subscribe. Pick up your juice. If you would subscribe, hit the thumbs up button.
That's purple?
Yes, and hit the bell, which will let you get notifications when it's live, when Royce is live.
Purple.
It's not purple? Okay. This is going to be a challenge tonight.
I know. Because we are just...
And you can customize your notifications. All right, I'm turning me off again. Debbie says, Dawn, my friend and I are driving, taking our time, enjoying a girls' road trip. Ooh. So they'll be able to transport, I don't know why it just disappeared.
I'm so glad you guys are coming. A girls trip. Look, y'all don't get in trouble on the way here now.
Please put that post again, because I clicked on it, and of course it dropped me out of Facebook. So I had to log back in, and I don't have any of the...
She said, we also booked at the Best Western, so would be able to transport also.
Very good.
I can see the whole thing. Awesome. And if you guys are booking at Best Western Plus and you're having any issues, please let me know, and we'll get you taken care of.
Sandy Henkelman says her anniversary is tomorrow.
Oh, happy anniversary.
52 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Carol Dean's anniversary was yesterday.
Happy anniversary, you guys.
Poop, poop, poop.
I guess the fall is a good time to get married, huh? It's funny because around here, it gets so busy in the fall. I think we have like 50 million different things going on in our community the night of our wedding. If I remember right, there was like a soccer tournament, and there was a... Okay, you guys. So I am just like trimming this to fit my box a little bit. I don't need it to be perfect because I'm going to... And I don't even know why I trimmed that, because I'm not even going to keep that. So I want to keep the winter elements, but I don't necessarily want like the Christmas saying, right, on here. So I'm probably going to trim this side off and replace it with this piece right here. I want to know what everyone's doing for Thanksgiving. I want to be off for Thanksgiving. I don't want to do anything. I want to just sit on the couch in my fuzzy slippers all day. That's what I want to do. Yes. So Damar has a dry erase board. I don't know if you guys saw the picture he drew of me. I was all smiles with legs and hands. And so I'm just using some Wise Owl matte varnish. You guys can use any water-based sealer that you have, or if you have like some gel medium, or if you have some liquid medium, you can use all those things to decoupage with. There are so many different things. I do prefer water-based products when I'm decoupaging. And I like to use what's appropriate for how the item I'm decoupaging is going to be used. So if I were doing something like this, I feel like gel medium would be fine, varnish would be fine. But like if I were doing a piece of furniture, I would want to use varnish so I'd have more durability.
Patricia Cassida just found out Friday she's going to be a great grandma for the first time.
Goodness. Congratulations. You're going to be a Gigi. Okay. And so I am just decoupaging this. You guys see me spritz the paper. It's so that the paper will stretch and I won't have any wrinkles because it's not going to respond to the medium because it's already stretched out. So I don't have to worry about that. But I am putting on a little bit of extra medium because my paper isn't going to soak the medium up as readily as it does when the paper is dry. And actually the consistency of this is kind of perfect because it's almost like a gel because my varnish is thickened up in my cup a little bit. I kind of like it. And I'm going to go ahead and dry this and trim it. And then I'll go around the other sides of my box. But you guys could use any paper for your box and your caddy, right? Whatever brings you joy. The purpose of this is really about creating a space where you're kind of giving yourself permission to carve out time to create. Hey, Colleen, how are you?
I turned my mic off because I'm chewing and I didn't want to chew in everybody's ear.
Oh, Canada already had their Thanksgiving October 14th. What'd you do? Did you cook a big old turkey? Do you guys eat turkey in Canada for Thanksgiving? Colleen's been globetrotting this year. I want to say you were in Georgia, right, Colleen?
I was trying to get my grandson to watch hockey. He was having none of it. It's the only Canadian thing I could think of right now.
Oh, what, hockey?
And curling. We saw a curling rink in Wisconsin.
We did.
I didn't know of any in Wisconsin. That was the first time I'd seen one in Wisconsin.
It's close though, right? I mean,
I've seen them in Minnesota. I just never saw them in
in
Wisconsin when I was in the Midwest.
Is anybody like cooking a big old dinner for Thanksgiving? Because I'm not. I'm fired as a grandma.
Well, we've been invited to a couple of places.
We have been.
Unfortunately, I have to work.
And fortunately, I don't know. I don't feel like peopling.
Well, and it's frustrating when you can't go together as a couple. Because I could be there for a little while, but not.
Play.
Yeah, you could play. But I couldn't be there the whole time. And then it's like, do we take two cars? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What do you do?
David's trying to be nice. I don't want to spend time with people. Okay, I told her.
Chris Schmidt says curling clubs in Illinois. I never saw one when
wow.
I grew up there, lived there for 30 years, never saw one.
I'm sure it's one of those things that looks easy, but it's not.
Yeah. Janet Taylor Borgers, my husband cooks Thanksgiving. Beth Ray is cooking for the family. And yes, Colleen said, yeah, turkey.
Oh, okay.
And she was in Atlanta.
It looked like you had fun. Did you guys? I think you guys went to a baseball game, right, Colleen? I think I saw pictures.
Creations Don Lebois says, we have more than curling and hockey. I know, but those are the things I like.
It's like when people talk about the U.S., they think it's guns and bacon.
Well, you know, I'm okay with one of those, and it's the one you eat.
It's the one you eat.
Patricia Cassidy, I think we're breaking the traditional meal, and the whole family is just having a giant pitch-in, so no idea what we're going to have.
Oh, that sounds like fun, though.
Kathleen O'Brien, Chris Schmidt said they're relatively recent. the curling clubs in Illinois. That's cool.
Okay.
Kathleen Hoovis, we're doing the big dinner with everything, just the two of us. We'll eat leftovers for days. Sheila
days.
Teagan has been invited to one of the kids' houses.
Nice. I know we've been invited to.
And Debbie was the one that was teasing me about Canada. We have great tennis, golfers, swimmers, etc. Used to have great ice skaters. Wasn't there a Canadian ice dancing team that always competed for the gold? And of course, Brian Boitano.
I didn't know he was Canadian.
I believe so. And I'm basing that entirely on South Park.
I am breaking my own rule by trying to trim this while the paper is wet. And you guys see what's happening? My paper is tearing. So when you're trimming your paper, you guys don't do what you see me doing. Let your paper dry completely before you try to trim it.
Want a drink?
So you get a nice clean trim. I'm going to leave that alone before I mess it up.
Drink your juice.
And so
Okay.
those two sides are decoupaged and trimmed. And now I can go to this side. Should I paint the top or should I leave it this color? What do you guys think?
Creations Den Lebois says, can you help about the paper?
Can I help about the paper?
I'm not sure what help you need. Debbie.
Are you looking
That's
for
Debbie,
paper?
by the way. She said her name is Debbie.
Okay.
So,
Is Debbie looking for paper?
I'm not sure.
So if you're looking for paper, because I know people get frustrated because they go to the website and they can't just order there. I don't sell directly, but I do have retailers. As a matter of fact, if you are a Roycycled retailer and you're here with us tonight, please put the link in the chat on where customers can find paper on your website or in your shop if you have like a local brick and mortar, please.
Tina Burke says, paint the top. Okay. Oh, she needs the Christmas papers. So retailers, put your links in.
Yeah, especially if anybody has any of the Christmas. And if you are a retailer, I did restock the Christmas papers week before last, the beginning of last week, I don't know. But that'll be the last restock of holiday papers. So if you need more, make sure you order because once those are out, that's it.
Celestine Todd, family here in Texas will be gathering the traditional family dinner. About 30 of us.
Oh, wow.
They lost their brother this year.
Oh,
However, due to my husband being sick, his family wants to see him in Tennessee. So Celestine and her husband will be traveling to Tennessee where they'll do a traditional dinner with his family. You're going to eat a lot.
I know.
Debbie Beauchamp says, turkey, homemade noodles are the star. What all my kids want, they go on top of mashed potatoes along with all the traditional sides.
The noodles?
I've never heard of that, but okay.
Interesting.
Christy Wittenberg, the day before Thanksgiving, I set up for a show, then come home and cook, have Thanksgiving, then that evening drive to the Airbnb for a 3-day show.
Oh, my goodness. I know Christy has been busy this year. She has been on the road doing things.
Oh,
I see you, Christy.
Debbie ordered from Etsy. The order is lost. Etsy lost the order.
Oh, you know what? When you order on Etsy, you're ordering from a specific shop. So go back and look at your order. It will tell you which shop you ordered from, and you should be able to reach out to that shop owner to find out about your order.
Sheila Teagan is definitely in charge of dessert. Linda Steffens is here, Queen Lydia.
Hey, Queen Lydia, how are you?
Fornication by design. So are you going to one of the kids' homes while David works, or are you staying home?
I'm staying home, girl. This year has been so insanely busy that I am just going to take some time off and just like be. Because I just don't do that very often. Even when I'm home, I'm still doing stuff. So I'm going to tell myself to just be here because everybody's going to be closed. So there'll be no business to be done.
Jean Higginbotham, I'm on call for work on Thanksgiving. So my husband will probably go out to eat, and she will go out to eat at the local casino in Payson.
That's pink.
Ooh.
Yes.
Y'all going to
And
the
Susan
casino.
Glazer celebrating Thanksgiving early on the weekend before the holiday with family in Atlanta. 4 generations in the house.
Oh, wow.
And Patricia Cassida says, noodles on mashed potatoes are big in Indiana. Is that like chili on spaghetti in Cincinnati?
Chili on spaghetti?
Yeah, that's a big thing in Cincinnati.
Really? I'm always fascinated by, well, I love food anyways, so we can talk about food all day. But, just different, I don't know, different kinds of food, what people, because I'm sure it's tied to something, like what started that tradition. And so you guys see that I missed my Merry Christmas by just a little bit. And I debated on putting Christmas sayings on here, but I really wanted to do this is my version of like an adult Christmas, right? Because it's neutral, and if I wanted to add color on here, I could, and I might do that just for fun tonight. I don't know if I have my watercolors out here though. But if you wanted to add some colors to this, you could just add some splotches of watercolor, and it would be really pretty with this paper. Two eyes, two eyes. Damar is helping Grandpa draw over there. I think Damar is going to be an artist. I see potential. And I'm drying this just enough. The cool thing about working with metal too is if this was wood, I'd have to worry about the wood absorbing some of the moisture. But because we're decoupaging metal, like really if the paper is dry, I don't have to worry about there being moisture trapped underneath there.
Did a decent monster. Around here, it's chicken and homemade noodles. Well, that's always good. The chili has cinnamon in it in Cincinnati's chili and spaghetti. I've never had it.
On
so
one of the how Food Network has. Well, they used to televise those huge competitions, like a chili cook-off, and you have people using different ingredients in their chili.
Erica Peck. For the past several years, I usually spend Thanksgiving with the dogs while husband and kids go to Chicago to spend holiday with his family. Fornication by design, will the kids deliver you a meal? Or are the kids giving you a hard time or understanding? Boy, fornication, really, she's diving in.
She's diving in. Honestly, so my youngest really wants to cook this holiday. And he's probably going to cook for his grandma, for Mike's mom. And so he's going to bring me he'll bring me a plate. But my oldest will be in a neighboring county.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they'll be able to bring us food home. We'll see. And I'll order some tamales from somewhere. I have to find me some good tamales before Thanksgiving.
See, now this is one of those regional things.
Yes.
So in Arizona, tamales are a Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Well, Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's like a fall.
Yep. Huge. They're a big deal. When I was growing up, we always had lasagna with turkey.
Really?
But I grew up in a neighborhood that was Irish, Polish, and Italian.
Oh,
So,
okay. This is so cute. I just love this paper so much.
Susan,
I know I shouldn't be so excited about my own design, but
Susan Chilberg says, we have friends from Mount Healthy. I believe that's what it is. Just outside of Cincinnati. That chili is great. It's definitely a Cincinnati thing. I've never heard of it any other city.
The chili on
spaghetti noodles.
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, it's just chili on pasta.
Yeah. Can I have some more?
Yes, you can.
Please and thank you.
You want to finish mine?
Sure.
You want to finish his? He doesn't care for it.
Okay.
All right. We're boozing you up.
As soon as you, oh yeah. So you guys at the auction, not this Friday, but was it the Friday before this one? I was drinking wine. That probably wasn't a good idea.
Yes.
I mean, I had one glass of wine. I don't think this apple cider is going to do anything. And you guys, I'm just drying this because I don't want to have you guys ever decoupage and your paper is wet and then you touch it and it sticks to your finger? When you pull your finger off, you jack up the decoupage. I don't want to do that. So I'm just trying to dry it before we paint the top.
Patricia Cassidy, have you ever tried chili on rice? It's not bad. Creations Dan Lavoie says, anyone know a Canadian retailer? Yes. Take a look. Scroll up because I know that
Colleen is here.
Colleen put her link there. Furniture
Oh, okay.
Facelift.
Furniture Facelift by Kobe is in Canada.
Yeah, and she put her link there.
And I don't know if Melissa is here. I don't know if I heard her name, but she's also in Canada.
Can you please move?
Furnification by Design.
Can I move?
Why? Where am I going?
You gotta move, please.
He doesn't know where you're going, but you're going out of the way, Pops.
Now what?
I think I'm gonna try the Spanish olive because this black or this dark color, it's not really black, but it has a lot of green in it. So let's try some of the Spanish olive.
Okay, look out.
I think that'll be a nice neutral for this box.
Yeah, I've got to sit down.
Because my peppercorn is dried. It's dried out. It's gone. I didn't close it good.
We are pushing the limits today. It really is.
I don't like that either. Should I do a grease you with clay maybe?
Angie Champagne, my mom always served rice with chili, probably to stretch the food for a family of 9.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
We ate a ton of pasta growing up. There was not a lot of extra money.
Up.
And pasta was cheap.
Grown up.
My mom and my grandmother always had tricks like my grandmother would make green chili, for instance, and she'd put potatoes in it. Or there was always rice, you know what I'm saying, like chicken and rice.
Damar,
What are you doing?
watch the cord.
I said, he's like sticking his hand in the paint. You know better than that. Oh, man. I got paint on my paper. It's okay. We're just going to pretend like I did that on purpose.
Susan Chilberg, I think our son who's become a grill master was talking about a prime rib. I got to be honest, I'm a traditionalist. I saw our local butcher was taking orders for Thanksgiving prime ribs and Thanksgiving hams. And I'm like, no,
No?
Thanksgiving is turkey.
Well, I'm hoping, I did message Doug, so I'm hoping we can do a smoked turkey this year.
Pick up your juice, please.
We'll see what happens.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Are we still talking about Thanksgiving dinner? Yes, April. We
I
certainly
know.
are.
I remember it was like last year someone was like, I don't understand people's obsession with food. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm one of those people who's obsessed with food.
Fornication by Design, David. When we lived in New York, the same. Irish and Italian family, lasagna, and traditional turkey meal. Yeah. One of my Irish aunts married an Italian man, and she hosted Thanksgiving. We typically hosted Christmas. And lasagna is part of Thanksgiving. It was great.
I was going to say, I'll take it. I don't know why I didn't just prime this whole box.
Teresa Vitrino to this day will not eat spaghetti. We had it as a side dish as well as a main dish at times. Cheap and filling. Yeah, I get it. It took me a long time to go back to it because it was like 3-4 days a week.
Spaghetti?
Yeah, because it was cheap and you could make a ton of it on a Monday and it would last.
I mean...
And my mom was working different shifts, so that it was easy for me to reheat.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember my specialty, because my mom worked and I did a lot of stuff, but I cooked. And my favorite thing to cook was chili mac, which is basically chili and noodles, right? Chili and like mac and cheese noodles, though. I'm going to dry this and then put another coat before I seal this. And this is going to be done. That was really fast. It would have been faster, too, if I was just working. Is that a good color, you guys? I feel like it needs a little green, but that Spanish olive was too green.
April Shackett Peterson, turkey with the in-laws have brisket from our cow we get every year and need to eat it up because the new cow is coming.
Oh.
So is that like a 4-H thing? You get it from the county auction?
Or some people just buy like a quarter of a cow and put it in
Yeah.
the freezer, or half a cow, depending on how big your family is.
Uh,
Honestly, after all that business with McDonald's, I'm like thinking, I wish we had somebody to split a quarter of a cow with.
I wish we had the freezer space.
Well, we could get a freezer to put in the back. If
Let's
we did that, I'd get a deep freezer to put in the laundry room.
let's see. I got to catch up on YouTube now because I'm on one device. So
Okay.
Susan Glazer, my husband, mentioned yesterday I need to get some tamales for the holiday. Patty L asked, what's this paper called?
This one is called Christmas Journal.
And is there a link to purchase the papers? Now, she's on YouTube.
Are there any retailers on YouTube? If there are any retailers on YouTube, on YouTube tonight, you guys, please pop in and put your links so that customers can find you and buy paper. I want to add some green to this. I'm going to be complicated. I think the Spanish olive is perfect green too.
Susan Glazer, I serve chili on brown rice. I melt shredded cheese on the rice, add the chili and more cheese on top of that. I love cheese. I like rice. I do not like cheese and rice.
What?
Remember? Sandra made
Miss Gaines's chili rice is bomb.
her cheesy rice was everybody loved it. Cheese and rice, I don't know why. I just don't like the mixture.
Really?
I don't. Cheese and pasta? Yes, all day long. Her macaroni and cheese, still the best I've ever tasted.
Oh my gosh, you guys are ridiculous about that mac and cheese.
Yeah. But I don't know. I know it's a weird Dave thing. And Susan Chilberg says the Cincinnati chili is called Skyline chili.
Skyline.
Skyline chili is chili on spaghetti noodles.
Very interesting.
We saw that one today. We were watching a cooking show. It wasn't our favorite guy, but I like that one with
It's cadence. I didn't mean to put that much black.
not that one, the one where she was using the guanciale.
Oh, I know. I want to make that. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
if it wasn't raining today, I would have suggested we go to the store. Because I really do want to make that.
Delicious. Thank you. I was just hand-fed a goldfish cracker.
Thank you. Don't know where those fingers have been, but
Susan Gilberg apparently agrees with me. David, sounds like you are spot on. I don't know. It's just weird. Sheila Lemble, I don't like cheese and rice either. I don't know why. I love
friend
rice.
makes a cheesy rice casserole. It is bomb.
I'll-
She used to make it. I miss her.
I'll eat plain rice, maybe a little soy on it. I'm good. I've had that as just a dish some days.
Guys, I wanted a little more green in my gray, and then it wasn't dark enough, so I added some black. I'm just over here making the color that I want on here.
Fornication by design, that's the way to go. Find someone to split a cow with. Before, have them give you all the cuts you desire. You can get it any way you want it: steak, stew meat, chopped meat, freeze.
Oh, yeah. I mean, here we have, we are blessed enough to have a butchery. Like, seriously, it is such a blessing. And I think there may be another one coming, too.
Well, we have
And
the
then in
Carne
Wilcox, we
Sierra.
have
Carne Sierra, how do you pronounce
Oh,
it?
yeah, that's right.
That's a Mexican butcher, basically.
Yeah. Oh, I need to go over there and get some carne.
But yeah, there's another one that's talking about coming.
Yes.
I'm with Renee. Got to be Renee Amundsen. Got to be turkey on Thanksgiving. Now, Christmas. I know some people like goose. I'm a ham guy. I'm the same way on Easter. I like an Easter ham, but
David is serious about his ham, y'all. Don't let him say it all passive like that, because
oh, we're getting a honey baked spiral ham.
let him be specific. See, that's like the perfect color, right? That's a lot better.
Yep, Angie likes that color.
You guys, for years I struggled with like color and mixing colors. And once I understood color theory, it made my life so much easier.
Min's Kaz, beware children hand feeding you. I once had a pretzel popped into my mouth minus the salt, and it was slightly wet. Sometimes
I
you just,
have seen Damar lick the salt off of his fish crackers.
yeah, you got to take one for the team sometimes. Susan Chilberg says you can sometimes find Skyline chili in the freezer section at some grocery stores in northern Indiana. There you go.
You know the one thing. What are we? Oh, because we said we didn't. Oh, we didn't get to go to the what do you call it when they have the melted cheese? We didn't get to go to the fondue restaurant in Wisconsin. I'm sad about that. We could have done that on Sunday if we had been thinking about it.
You're right. Instead, you went to Wisconsin, or you went to Green Bay and scored.
I did. We went to Ben's, St. Vincent de Paul Ben's. My poor husband, y'all.
Kathleen Hoovis, it has to be the spiral honey baked ham. No substitute.
Oh my God.
Kathleen's totally right. And I'll eat that down to the bone for the next week.
And we went to Tucson and stood in line for that ham.
No, we
Yeah.
had to come back. Remember, we went, but we went early before our time.
Oh yeah.
And then we had to leave and come back and get it at our time.
So this is how, yeah. So you have to go online, order the ham, pay for the ham, and then you like get allotted a time to come and pick up your ham. Yeah.
Erica Peck, the melting pot. Yeah, I saw it one day when we were out, but we always had dinner plans, so we never really got a chance to doing it.
I enjoyed dinner because we went to the bougie restaurant the first night.
It was nice.
It was very nice. And then we went to
A bar.
the fish fry,
Yeah.
which was really fun.
A Friday night fish fry, which is a Wisconsin staple.
And then
I think it's a
last night
requirement.
we went to the brewery.
Yep.
And Queen Lydia was there that night.
Yep.
And actually, it was really nice because it's interesting being in our niche because, like, Jane and I have known each other for probably 5 years.
Yes.
But the first time we met in person was in Wisconsin last month. And so, like, Lynn and I have been in this niche together, and we've known each other, but we didn't meet in person until last year. No.
Sandy DeRuss said it was nice meeting you in Wisconsin too.
Oh, thank you.
So
It was not. It's always nice meeting people in person, and then when you see their names online now, you get to file them in a different place. I'm trying to meet Lynn. Oh no, Lynn and I met in person in Colorado last year,
Another
but we
X.
really didn't get to hang out. So it was nice to hang out this year, and really get to chat, like chat for real chat. I'm gonna end up with extra paint, you guys. Maybe I'll paint the inside of my bigger one with this color.
let's see. Diane Collins, Christmas is beef tenderloin at our house, mainly because they have a beef farm. And Patricia Cassida echoes that too. And Susan Chilberg, Christmas dinner beef is special. I would be willing to negotiate to a roast on Christmas, as long as I get the ham on Easter. Cannot go without either. And I don't like lamb. I know Easter, a lot of people like lamb.
I don't like lamb either.
I just don't like it. Angie
like
suggests
it's just
painting
like
the
it-
bottom
Yes.
too.
I probably should paint the bottom, huh?
But
I
that
don't know
would,
why I'm putting more
No.
paint on the top because there's already too much paint on the top, but I cannot help myself.
No.
Patty L, thank you. I'll Google your name for finding a local retailer, hopefully. Roycycled Treasures, right? Roycycledtreasures.com?
No, Roycycled.com.
Roycycled.com, Patty L.
And there, if you look on the top,
No.
there is a tab. It just says retailers, and if you click on there, there will be the retailers are listed by state. And if you don't have anyone near you, if you find someone close to you, a lot of the retailers do ship, and there are a lot of retailers on Etsy too.
Hi, everybody.
Say, we're playing the platters that matter.
No.
You won't do DJ talk for me. I'm trying to get him. Say, if it's too loud, you're too old.
Hey. A place and matter.
He's not having it.
He is not.
He's hating.
And I forgot to turn my other phone on. I'm just fired. Fired. I'm firing myself. I'm going to have to mix some more paint. And I should have primed this. I meant to prime this over the week. So, oh man, I got paint on there. Because I'm painting this a dark color, you guys, if I would have primed this and just, so, if my wanting to prime this has more to do with stain blocking than anything, right? And whenever you're using primer for stain blocking, you want to let your primer like set. If you can let it set for like a day, that's awesome. But if not, at least a couple of hours. And I meant to prime this ahead of time, but I did not. And whenever I'm using a dark color like this, I would opt to use a clear primer rather than white, so it'd be easier to cover it. But I didn't do either one, so we are going to wing it. Although if I do have some tannins bleed through, just because of the nature of this paper, I think it'll just look like it belongs there. So I'm not too stressed out about it. Huh? Oh my.
Good job.
You picked it right. He picked the right one.
Let me zoom out a little bit.
I think red.
Whoops.
Red,
Wrong
okay.
way.
I think red. What color do you think?
Now you guys can see how
Black.
big of a mess my desk is.
Still going the black, huh?
Does anybody like decorate a lot for Thanksgiving? I'm always curious.
I can't wait to go see what our daughter-in-law does. She decorated for Halloween.
Decorated.
I almost bought her turkey slippers.
You should have bought them.
They were at Target
Sorry.
yesterday.
I didn't see turkey slippers.
They were in the front section. They look like turkey legs.
I didn't see them. Oh, that's funny.
I just don't know her size, so I don't want to gamble, you know. And we don't have a Target here, so it's not like I can take it back right away.
Yeah.
Everybody says hello, Damar.
Hello tomorrow.
Okay,
Can you
hit
say
back.
hello,
Oh,
everybody?
you're doing that. Okay.
I'll mix a little bit more this time.
Flea says, did you set that in the paint?
A little bit, Flea, but not a lot of it. See, just a little bit. It's okay. Now, I'll just have to paint the bottom now. I know, I don't have enough room here on my table because I have so much stuff here. But that's going to look nice, though, right? That color. I kind of need...
And we should mention that our time has changed in Arizona.
Yeah. So if you're in Arizona, you guys, will be on an hour later. But for everybody else, it'll be the same time.
Yep, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 Eastern. That doesn't change. The only one that changes is Arizona.
Because we do not participate in daylight saving.
And a sliver of Indiana, I believe, or do they change now? I don't know.
Except in the northern Arizona. I believe the Navajo Nation does participate.
Navajo changes, yeah. And I think it's because the Navajo Nation crosses over to Colorado.
Oh. So they don't want to be half and half.
I think so.
They have to make a choice.
Let's see. Diane Collins, did you use the same paper on your box as you did on the little tin?
I did. So it's the exact same paper. I believe I went around the edges of the box with some ink, and I'm thinking I'm going to do the same thing on the box after I get this painted. Although I don't know if we're going to get all that done tonight. What time is it, babe?
It is 7 o'clock.
It's 7 o'clock? Seriously?
We're an hour in, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to try to get up because we have to get some people in the tub into bed
Because you have school tomorrow.
because they have school in the morning.
Nancy J. Camp Alvalo says Hawaii and Alaska do not change yet.
Oh, okay. We're not the only rebels.
Kathleen Hoovis, did Target go all self-checkout? We don't have one here. We don't have one either, but at the Target we went to in Tucson, they had some checkers.
There is one Target in Tucson that's all checkout, and we will not go there.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, remember the one we went in, what do we call it? What's that thing called on Doctor Who?
Oh, the TARDIS checkout?
Yeah. It
Or
was
the TARDIS?
Target, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it looks all small, and you get in there, and it's huge, and it was all self-checkout. We walked in, and we walked back out. It's right there on Grant. Right when Cold turns into Grant, I believe.
Susan Chilberg, I thought Arizona was the last state to keep the same zone. Thankfully, Indiana came back to Eastern. Oh, there you go. Good for Indiana. No, Arizona just will not change the time. Look, I'm not debating
And
whether.
I think part of it is it's just sunnier on this side of the. I mean, we don't have the same challenges as they do on the East Coast.
Well, theoretically, it was done to help farmers during World War II, I believe, to kind of help production. There's no real reason to switch the times.
Well, I disagree. I think when it gets darker really early, like for instance, when we were working at the office, we would always be very conscientious of when we were leaving the office because it's so dark at 5 o'clock. It's like pitch black.
I'm not debating that. I'm just saying that from a functional standpoint.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about business or, like I say, working, the farms. Can you pick that up? Don't break it yet. My new phone's not here. We got to wait till it
Well,
arrives.
you got to send that one back.
Yeah. That's why I say I don't care if the time changes. I don't care if it doesn't. I just want us all to do it. Whichever.
Whatever it is.
Right.
I see what you're
Because I hate being in mountain time now, but in 4 months we're back in Pacific time.
Yes.
Although technically we're in a mountain something time. We're always a mountain something, but it's 2 different mountains.
Yes.
But the reality is we're either in Pacific or mountain.
Serena makes fun of me. She always tells me Royce time because just when I get it figured out, like what the times are, then it switches.
Min's Kaz, I try to avoid self-checkout. Let's keep jobs for people. We always do.
Yeah.
We always, although I convinced you once to go to self-checkout because we had to go somewhere and we were out of time.
Yeah.
But
but I am like, and my other part is they're not giving me no discount for checking myself out.
No.
Like, to me, if I do the work, there should be a benefit.
Susan Chilberg, our challenge was a governor. He decided we should be on New York time. Stupid, we're closer to Chicago, which is true, but you're also close to Michigan, which is on Eastern time. So,
No.
6 of 1.
I know. But it gets darker on the East Coast earlier, though, right?
Well, not if you change the time. I mean, then everybody kind of goes dark at the same hour, just 1 hour later than each other.
But I mean, parts of the world get darker
Yes.
earlier. Like Melissa lives in northern Canada, and so like
Oh, yeah, depending on how far north or south you are.
that's what I'm saying, babe.
Yeah.
That's my point I'm making.
Yes, yeah. So New York gets dark early. Last time I was in Minnesota, I remember sitting outside and I was like, boy, I'm getting tired. Why am I getting tired? It's light out. It was summertime. And then I remembered, oh, yeah, we're north, so it stays lighter longer.
No.
It was like 10 o'clock and the sun was just kind of going down.
Oh wow. I know you guys can't see. I'm sorry.
No.
Royce and David, could you see yourself living anywhere else?
David could. I mean, I
No.
could see myself living somewhere else. I haven't always lived here. There's a lot of convenience to living here because I have relationships. There's benefits to having relationships, right? Because that's why the retreat is going to be
Yes.
so fabulous.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
No.
It's also the reason why I have to work on Thanksgiving.
You
You don't think you'd have to work on Thanksgiving if we were somewhere else?
I don't think anybody would be asking me to announce parades
Oh,
and
yeah, that's true.
harvest festivals and
There's not a parade on Thanksgiving, is there?
no, but we've got Mary Main Street.
That's the next day.
That's
though.
the next day, yeah.
I don't know if you worked in the radio somewhere else, you might still be asked.
If I worked in radio somewhere else, but I'm thinking it's retirement time. We're close.
David is ready to come work for Roycycled. He thinks he is. I don't know. We'll see, y'all.
Paula Takagi, Michael's at Colburn Broadway is self-checkout.
Really?
We almost went there last night.
We did. I wanted to go there because I need a blending brush.
But we were running so late.
Yeah, because we were thrifting. I traded going to Michael's for going to the thrift store. I know. Tell me where the good thrift stores are. I have one that I go to every time we go to Tucson.
That's pretty cool. Pink, yellow, and blue.
We went to the Speedway, what's it called? Speedway Outlet yesterday, which I was disappointed. There wasn't a lot there. I'm sorry you guys can't see, but I want to get these sides painted. I don't know what I should do with the handle. What do you guys think? Should I just paint it the same color? I feel like it needs to be a different color. Right?
Missed.
Yay.
It needs to be a different color.
Angie, yes, retire. I recommend it.
It won't really be retirement, though. Can you guys, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. Give me 1 second. I'm doing the things I don't normally do. I'm doing all the little extras to polish this off because it'll probably, should I put this in the auction, babe?
Yes, I think you should. So is there
I'll have
anybody
to,
here who does not know that Royce is on Whatnot?
Or if they know what Whatnot is.
Yeah. So Whatnot is technically a live auction website or app.
Yeah.
Well, you could see it on your desktop.
You can, but it's an app.
But it's an app. And Royce is on every Friday at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, and auctions off some of her excess stuff. So it's mostly stuff used to make things like risers and
a lot of upcycled craft supplies.
yeah, just supplies mainly. Not paint or anything like that, but the bits and pieces
So
that
like
you would
salvage wood pieces. And then we make stuff too. George makes, we sold 3 sets of Christmas trees that were clad with antique metal ceiling tile. We had a big set and the 2 small sets. And then you guys know how when we go thrifting, like those silver service sets, we always see the bases, but the glass is always gone. And we've been making risers. And we have this big old chunk of butcher block that we bought. So we've been cutting it into tops for those
chickens?
bases. And
Are they running?
I got to make sure I keep one for myself because I really do like those. And I like that the tops are butcher block because you can paint it or decoupage it to make it pretty, but you can also just use some tung oil and it'll be completely functional and food safe.
Fornication by Design said, when you get a chance, Royce, send me your link to Whatnot so you get credit because I'm going to join as a seller as soon as I get a scale and label printer.
Okay, I will send you a link. Thank you.
And Paula Takagi says, what's your favorite thrift store in Tucson?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you because then you might go there. No, I'm kidding. My favorite thrift store in Tucson is the Goodwill over on Houghton. It's Houghton and what, baby? It's the QT.
It's across from Walmart.
Yeah.
Next to QT, across. Is that Indian something or?
I don't think it's not. Is it Wilmot? I don't know.
No, it's not Wilmot. It's on Houghton.
Yeah, I know, but the cross street that goes across it.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one that is.
That's my favorite one. I always score when I go there. And there's a young man who works in there. He's like, I see you on YouTube. Shh. Don't tell anybody.
Royce, did you see people around Whatnot crafting? We just talked about that today.
We just talked about that because I sold, and this last week I had some stocking. I didn't sell the whole kit, but I sold the stocking blanks. And David and I were talking about me maybe hopping on in the middle of a week and doing a live and actually doing the kit.
Okay, but you gotta sit in your chair then.
But we'll see what happens
Okay.
because time is not on my side most weeks.
Here you go. You gotta sit here.
Time is not
Here
on
you go.
my side.
You're welcome.
So it sounds like a wonderful idea, but I don't know. This week I was late. Anybody who ordered or won something on the auction Last Friday, I do apologize because orders were late going out. And I just had so many things going on this week that I don't think I got things shipped out till Thursday. And if Patricia's here, Patricia, your order will go out on Monday because you have a big order. So I have to figure out if I'm going to ship it all at once or if we're going to break it up into 2 orders. Because Patricia is stocking up, so she has all her craft stuff for the winter.
I don't know. I like the idea of you doing a project and just telling people, hey, you can get this stuff right here. You know, click on the buy it now, you can buy it.
I like the idea too, babe. I just don't know if I have time. That's all I'm saying.
April Shackett Peterson, excuse me. I've seen people selling and whatnot when they're at the thrift store and at the flea market.
I know, they sell right off the table and right off the shelf. I've seen that too. I think people are pretty inventive over there. Like, somebody was making a comment that it's like a big garage sale over there. And I think it depends on the seller. Like, you know, there's like different styles of sellers on there. And so David and I are pretty much the same as we are here, except for we're selling stuff. But, you know, we're in front of the camera. But there are a lot of people who are faceless, right?
Yeah.
You just see their hands. You don't really see them. And they do not chit-chat at all. Inside of the group, I'm in a group, Whatnot for Beginners on Facebook. And there was somebody in there, and they're like, yeah, people talk too much. They just need to get to selling. And I was like, well, I think it depends on why the seller is on there. Like for us, are we selling? Yes. But we're really wanting to just serve our audience, right, in another way. Because we have a lot of people who maybe don't have access to power tools or, you know.
So they can't cut the wood down that you've already cut. Or they don't have access to these types of materials.
Yes. And so I've been picking for Lord only knows how long. So I have a lot of stuff. And so you guys can find cool stuff that you can create. And it's an opportunity to grow our community because I realize there are a lot of people over there on Whatnot who have no idea who we are. So for us, it's about growing community and serving our community. So we do a lot of chit-chatting. But if we're not for you, then just scroll away and find somebody else. Okay, you guys, what should I do with this? Should I paint it the same color? I feel like I should not. Maybe I should paint it a light color. Like the color of the white on the paper, maybe? You guys tell me. I would love to hear your inputs.
I was chewing, so I turned my mic off. I shouldn't say this because Royce is trying to sell, but you do have to be careful on Whatnot. Because it's easy to just keep swiping.
Oh, yeah. You get emotionally invested in winning something. And yeah.
So you just, takes a little, it's like sports betting. It takes a little bit of control.
But you can put in a pre-bid and you can put a maximum bid in. And the system will keep bidding up to that amount. And then if it goes over that amount, then it'll stop bidding. Right? So if you have issues with control, the best way to do that is just to put pre-bids in.
Hi, Ariana.
Ariana's here.
Hey, Ariana.
Ariana.
I want to call you Ariana forever, just so you know.
That's our daughter-in-law. And all right, Ariana's here. I am going to complain about our son.
Oh, Lord.
So, Ariana, you could take this to him. He's working, so that's or sleeping. I don't know which. He's one or the other right now.
Graveyards, I believe.
Yeah.
No, he's on days.
He's on days, so he's probably sleeping.
He might be sitting there listening.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Our granddaughter, 4 months old, 5 months old.
Oh.
Right. She was born in June, right?
She's 4 months. A little past 4 months.
Was she born in June? Yeah, she's born in June, same month as Christopher.
Can I go inside?
My paper towels.
Not yet.
We're
So,
almost done.
July, August, September, October. She'll be 5 months in 2 weeks. So she's 4.5 months right now. And she's doing all the 4-month stuff. You want to do
We're
kitties?
almost done, Papa.
She's doing all the 4-month stuff you're supposed to be doing. Kind of mimicking sound, mimicking facial expressions, etc. Doing perfectly. And when it comes to her mom or her dad, she likes to try and talk with them and laugh. And when it comes to her Nana, she really loves to. And her grandma. Royce being grandma, Miss Kathy being Nana. Grandpa doesn't get anything. She just stares at me like I'm an obelisk.
Trying to figure it out. Baby.
Exactly. So we were over there the other night, and I'm getting roughed up here. And Ariana put Tiana in her little walker jumper thing. And she was looking at me and she would smile. Obviously, she was happy that she was in that. It wasn't Grandpa, but I was going to take it. And every time she started to talk, Dad reached over and pushed a button on that stupid walker, and it just distracted her. So he's at work still, Ari says.
Okay.
So
yeah.
he was taking away my smiles and talks. But he didn't know. He was talking to, I think, Thomas at the time. And he'd just look over and say, oh, the music stopped. Let me turn it back on for her. He was being a good dad, but he was kind of blocking Grandpa.
Was he blocking you, baby?
He was blocking Grandpa. Melissa Q.E. Gomez, do you plan on selling these?
I think so, Melissa. I think I'm going to put them in the auction on Friday.
Oh, Paula Takagi says Houghton and Golf Links.
Yes, Golf Links. Thank you. That's my favorite one. My favorite thrift store. Although we went to one on Speedway.
That's that one that does food and clothing for the homeless.
So it used to be for a men's shelter, and you would go in there and it would be so crowded you could barely get around.
It was jammed.
We popped in there, and I guess there's a new nonprofit that's taken over the thrift shop, and it is so much better. And actually, that was my big score yesterday.
It was. You got a lot there.
I got as a matter of fact, yeah. That one scale, the green and red one, score. That one will probably be in the auction on Friday. Yeah, that one was good. I found a lot of good stuff in there. And because they get stuff from estate sales, so they get items that are left over from estate sales, but they're not selling it at estate sale prices. So.
Right, yeah, the people doing the estate sales donate any items that don't sell.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
And there was a lot of art in there. I wish we would have had more time.
I know. And more
really
room.
Get to look through all that art like I wanted to.
Let's see. Angie Champagne says accent color maybe copper metallic.
Ooh, that's
and oh no, Chris Schmidt said copper metallic. Angie says light, like the paper color.
That's what I was thinking, like the paper color. So you guys see how I'm wiping my paper? It's because the paper is sealed. That's why I like to go over my paper right away and seal it. Because then you don't have to worry about the paper absorbing anything if you get like paint or something on it. You can just wipe it right off. Because the paper's already protected.
No, because it fell on the floor. That's why I'm not going to eat it.
Okay.
Fell on the floor. He picked it up. No, we're going to throw it in the trash. And in the trash. If it's on the floor, it goes in the trash, bud.
And I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and use some ink around the edges. Because I did that on the box. I'll show you guys. But we're going to have to get in because it's after 7 and I still have to get him in the tub. But you can see here how the edges are dark. And that's because, well, some of it's the paper. This is the paper.
Ooh,
but
what is that?
I went ahead and went around all the edges with ink last week.
It stretches.
Just to kind of carry that all the way around. And when I do
on
that,
here.
I like to mix IOD's turmeric with the stone gray. I mix these two together. So essentially, I'm creating like a super dark turmeric. It's a lot warmer than if I would have just used the stone gray.
Here.
So I will probably do the same thing. Not probably. I will do the same thing to this. And just using my little dauber, which I need to replace the top of my dauber because it's put in work. But I think this set is going to be cute, and I'm going to seal this too. I have to seal it still. Lord have mercy for Jesus. I'm going to have to put another layer of paint on here now, but it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick because I don't want to have to mix up this color again.
Ew. I fluff.
Although I really like. Don't you guys like this color?
Thank you for sharing
I
that.
think we need this color.
I'm glad Grandpa's microphone was on for that.
This is one of the benefits, though, of really understanding how you can mix colors, because you don't have to mix your color from scratch
Watch out
every
for the cord.
time. If you understand how color works, you can shift your colors to meet your needs in a way that's working. And this is a color mix that wasn't super complicated, but sometimes colors don't work the way you think they'll work, and you end up with something that's either more neutralized than you'd like it to be. And if you don't understand, you don't know how to fix it. This is a neutral color, so it's
Do it.
pretty easy.
Not
But
on
if
there.
you're interested in understanding colors more so that you can mix your own colors,
I don't care if
or
it's there,
shift your
but
own
not on
colors,
the
you guys
not
can
on the
check out
electronics.
roycycledacademy.com. And I do have a class called, what is it called? Crafting in Color, I believe is the name of the class. Where we go over like the different characteristics of color, and how you can use the information in your everyday crafting. So that's my box. She's all done. She's not all done. Can I just do ink really fast, babe?
You do whatever you want to do. This is-
I know.
You're the
We just
boss,
gotta get the
applesauce.
boy- We got to get the boy in the tub. And did you get my text, by the way? You didn't, did you?
I don't know. Let me see.
When you left? Well, you didn't come in the house with pasta. So I'm
You can
assuming
watch
did.
I had to work today.
I want to play kids.
I will. I have to look at something first for news. Hi, David. Will you pop by Domino's and pick up some white cream-based pasta for Damar? I did not see this.
Okay.
I was busy talking to our potentially new congressperson,
Okay. It's okay. I will fix something.
who, by the way, wants to get with you.
Yeah, so we can talk about Tamu and get that business taken care of.
Yep.
I'm not happy. Okay.
So,
So that's my ink mixture. It's pretty dark, and I am just going to go around the edges
Okay, kitties.
yeah.
and just add that. You guys know I like crunchy, and this is going to create, whoops.
Angie Champagne, I like to wrap my tote handles in jute. Is that how you pronounce it? Jute?
Oh, yeah, that would be pretty too.
Or cording.
Yes.
That went a little too high. And I just have alcohol on this paper towel, you guys. So that's why everything is wiping back so easily. I'm trying not to touch my lid.
Oh, there we go. Joan Volkman, oh wow, you're still alive. I thought you would have been done by now. I thought I'd be watching the replay. Your lips to God's ears, Joan.
Actually, Joan, we're starting an hour. Where are you, Joan? Because we're starting an hour later our time, so that we'll be on the same time for everybody else. So we're not starting until 6 o'clock our time.
Yeah, so if you're in Arizona, it's definitely different. But if you're everywhere else, it should be normal.
Yeah.
Joan was on the YouTubes.
On the YouTubes. And so, see how that just, I don't know, it adds some more depth to it.
Is that Scooby's van?
So it looks more like the box. Because I think that's the difference
That's
you guys
the
were
mystery
seeing
machine.
between this and the caddy was because I did go around
That looks like Magnum
add
PI's
some
car.
ink on the edges of the caddy. I guess
I don't know
was.
what that is. Quick reminder for everybody, the retreat.
Yes, the retreat is the weekend of April 24th through the 27th. The early bird pricing is good through December 1st, so we have a little less than a month. And the last time I looked, there were 16 seats still left, is all. And you guys, it's going to be a hard stop because We have 60 seats available at the retreat, and that's all that we can do. Like, so if you guys plan on coming, be sure you sign up, because once we sell out, that's going to be it.
Yeah. And get the early bird pricing too.
Yeah.
The heck.
Yeah. After December 1st, it goes to $595.
If you're bringing anybody, if your plus ones
yeah.
want to come with, we have lots of things to do. The reason Royce picked that date is because that weekend is our spring festival here, which is a couple of vineyards come in. So there's wine tastings, food trucks, live music, the whole weekend. So when you're done crafting, you'll probably go down there for the evening.
Yeah.
But your plus ones can spend the day there. Or there's a golf package that the local chamber has negotiated. So if they're bringing their clubs, they can go golfing, go hiking. And I spoke with our local disc golf group.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And asked them if they will be out. They said yes, every Saturday they are out. So you can go disc golfing. We have 2 courses here. And they said if you're a visitor, they'll let you play for free.
Oh.
And
nice.
they'll front you some discs, lend you some discs if you don't have any.
And I plan on, for those of you who have registered, we're going to make like a landing page with some specific links so you guys can find out information before you come. And your plus ones can kind of make plans for what they're going to do during the day.
And we'll figure out some more stuff for plus ones where we can.
Yeah. And let us know what they're interested in too, because I can help guide our talks with our local folks.
And April Shackett Peterson, how many seats left? 16.
There are 16 seats left. And so when we sell out, that's because honestly, I am nervous about 60 people. Like, we're going to have 2 monitors to make sure everyone can see, and we're going to make sure we have good sound. I don't know if you guys have seen the venue, but it's beautiful and it's accessible. And so I am super excited to host you guys.
And by the way, if you want to look it up, it's literally called The Venue.
Yeah. That's the name of the venue.
The venue is called The Venue on Main.
Okay. And that's it. See how that I feel like that just, I don't know. And so I'm going to let that ink dry, and then I will seal everything, and that'll be done. And so we have our caddy with our matching box. I think this would be a really beautiful gift set. Someone could put their acrylic paints in here, their transfers, some small stencils, maybe some pencils, and then they can just make time for themselves to be able to craft on a regular basis. Because I learned, we were talking about this on the way to Tucson yesterday, just how important creating was for me when we were in a situation where I was taking care of my mom who had dementia, and I had a teenager at home who was a senior during COVID, and I was still working full time as an executive director for an agency responsible for taking care of seniors. Like, it was a lot, and my crafting is literally what kept me sane. And so if you can carve out time for some self-care and be able to create regularly, it really, really, really can pour into you so that you have like something to pour out for those who depend on you. But I think that's all we have tonight, unless we had any questions. Oh, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Carol.
Min's Cast says, send the plus ones to X throwing. Unfortunately, we don't have it here.
Yeah, that was in Tucson. The axe throwing was. I know, maybe we should have it here. I mean, but there's other stuff here, because they can go out to the dry lake if they want. I mean, the dunes area if they wanted to. There's the paintball.
There's a paintball course. There's no organized. You got to bring your own gun.
You gotta
and
bring your own stuff.
yeah, it's not like there's a paintball where you can go in, pay, and get all the stuff. But it's free. You can go with like 3-4 people and just shoot the heck out of each other. But you got to bring
tons of hiking here.
Yeah, you got to bring your own gear.
Hike.
All
There's
right.
tons of outdoor activities here in our community.
I say it's time for us.
Okay. I know. Tomorrow's done, you guys. We're going to go. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. And y'all already know what I'm going to tell y'all. There isn't anything I've done here today that you cannot absolutely do yourself. You guys can do this. You can do it today. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you guys, Lord willing, on Friday night. We'll be live on Whatnot, where we'll be auctioning off awesome stuff that you guys can use to create. You guys have a blessed week. And no questions. We will see you guys on Friday.